playing Bach in blackout. Kyiv's Philharmonic Orchestra has been performing without heating or electricity as Russia strikes on Ukraine knockout power supplies. While it brings music to life, in the cold and dark, surgeons try to save lives. This footage showing doctors in the capital operating with any lights they can find. But Ksenia, who runs an IT school in Kyiv, told me that doesn't mean she's not worried for her students every time the power goes off.
I suppose that the most complicated part of it was the psychological one. Even not the inconvenience of sitting in darkness or in cold premises, but the psychological state of mood of people was, kind of the most distracting thing.
As the lights continue to go out across the country, there's increased concern from aid workers, especially as Ukraine's winter starts to bite. There are real fears for the 6.5 million people thought to be displaced in the country in shelter that may have no heating.
Our fear is that people will be forced to make the difficult decision to leave their homes in search of warmth and in search of safety. So I've heard a harrowing story from one of our field teams where they had been speaking to a family and people were needing to decide whether to collect firewood from a nearby forest that they knew was mines, had landmines in it, or whether to have simply nothing to burn in their stove to keep themselves warm in the winter.
Here I have about 62 litres of technical water.
In her flat, Lada tells us she's scared of losing water as strikes take out the electricity needed to run water pumps in her apartment block, stockpiling clean water in case that runs out.
It takes approximately 5 litres of water to flush a toilet. And that is an extraordinary amount of extra water that we need to be holding in our apartments, plus potable water that you can actually drink. And that adds to a lot of stress, not knowing where to go.
Even communicating where people can get water is at risk. Engineers revving up generators to keep the mobile phone towers running. By targeting electricity in this Cold War, it is why Western leaders have accused Russia of weaponising winter. Alan Jenkins, 5 News.